Well, hello folks, and welcome back to the United Galactic Soviets of Trotsky, of course, because we're Trotskyists. Hopefully there are no, like, Stalin names anywhere. I mean, we've seen Molotov and different names on the ships and stuff, but hopefully Stalin is left out entirely. Now, where to begin? Maybe I've already said this, but I just want to explain. Some people have been saying, at least on episode 1 and 2, that I chose materialist and therefore I have embraced capitalism or something, some shitty idea like that, as if materialism in this context means consumption, and not at all. Materialism just means that we just care about what exists, what is real. This is a fundamental concept in dialectical materialism, which is the path that, or the philosophical standpoint of Karl Marx. Okay, so don't even get me started. Okay. Also, someone's like, you chose democracy. No, I didn't. I chose an oligarchic form of government, even though I wanted to choose democracy. But let's be fair, you know. We are in the state of permanent revolution. We need to have an oligarchy. There was something else, though. I think, yes, reform government. So apparently we can choose another civic pick, which I totally didn't realize before for some reason. And we can choose quite a few things. Corporate dominion, of course, not. Warrior culture might be interesting. Citizen service. Citizen service is interesting. Naval capacity plus 15, but it doesn't actually give us that much. Now here's the thing, nationalistic zeal. It sounds really bad, mostly because it's nationalist, but I don't think this is correctly titled. I think it should be patriotic zeal, because patriotism is not the same as nationalism, and patriotism is good, nationalism is bad in my opinion. So we'll just pretend that this is actually called patriotic zeal, because of course the members of the United Galactic Soviets are very patriotic about their state and their mission, their idealistic foundation to liberate the galaxy. And that will increase our border range and increase our maximum rivalries. Rivalries don't really matter, but you know, whatever. Does this change our government form? Authority. I don't know. It doesn't seem to do much. But it costs 250, which isn't that bad for us. So let's go ahead and reform our government. Boom. Oh, another thing before we start off. The past few months I've actually been drinking no coffee. It's quite incredible. I've also forgotten to drink coffee before recording episodes, which is why I might have been sounding a little bit sadder. So, if you can say that. Sadder? I don't know. Whatever. You get my point. If you've been feeling that I'm not as excited anymore, it's mostly because I haven't been drinking coffee. But I promise I will. Haven't done this time, but I will. And one last thing before we get started. I think we really need to take a look around us. I mean, yes, I could have expanded over here, but I hate having to manage, like, exclaves. Or imagine if this had been half our empire and half our empire here. The two fleets, I mean, that would just be too much for me. And especially this war with the Tumbator state was a little bit too much for me to handle. It seems like space is pretty empty over here, so I think we need to just crush the Republican Reshethi states as soon as possible, just pulverize them, and break through to the other side of the galaxy over here, so that we can, you know, get more stuff. What surprises me about the Tumbator state, though, is just how superior they are to us, including technologically. I understand the fleet power, everyone's superior to us in fleet power, but technologically speaking, it's just insane. A new faction has recently been gaining traction. Litvinov Human Unity Bloc. Ooh, curtailing the rights of aliens if necessary. Oh, you bastard. Admiral. Admiral Litvinov, I didn't know you were such a horrible person. Armor torpedoes, fortress, or impulse thruster. I really like the idea of fortresses, mostly because, I don't know, after being beaten like that, you know, I thought, oh, let's build a station, remember? And that was not a fortress, that was just a defense station, which was really bad, and had like 200 health. At the same time, Better torpedoes and thrusters. I don't know. You know what? Let's do the fortress. Primitive species enlightened. Snakeoids uplifted. So they are over here on Castro, and they prefer savannas. I know I could have gone for Arctic or something, but since they're already here, they would be very unhappy if they were somewhere else. So this is good, because now we can actually colonize savanna planets like this one, or that one. Where else? I mean, there are quite a few. Set them straight by any means necessary. Wonderful. Oh no! Boris has passed away at the age of 102. Let's recruit a new physicist. Anomaly, leader lifespan. Alright, let's go for leader lifespan. Higher taxes on the sectors now that they're stable, and thus we can increase our income, which is very much necessary for us to build a nice fleet. Our expansion on Castro has stabilized. Certain individuals have begun to move away from our view. Wait, what? A group of spirituals have begun to peacefully propagate against our government. Well, let's spread counter-propaganda. How dare you, fanatic spiritualists? Oh god.
Construction complete.
Leader lifespan plus 10 years. Perfect. Someone mentioned I should name something after Thomas Sankara at some point, and here you go. I have to be honest, I don't know much about his history, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I don't know, 10 years of giving you this. I'll accept, mostly because, I mean, it's not a lot of stuff, but I don't think you're gonna give me any more. Now we can finally destroy the pirates. I mean, we've been waiting to do this for, like, 96 years, but, yeah, finally. Ship hull points. I mean, you are hegemonic imperialists, but you are pretty far away, so actually, this sounds not too bad. Oh, did I forget? We're uplifting one of the species, and apparently they are getting closer to our ethics. Worth it. Apparently they have a bunch of texts we haven't researched. This may seem really stupid, but I actually went ahead and cancelled the uplifting of these people here because I wasn't sure. I remember screwing up at some point in some Let's Play. Maybe it was a Let's Play, maybe it was a single player series, or not a single player, but just me on my own. But I think that they become independent actually, and I don't know if I want that. However, they are in the machine age. What about these guys? Are they late medieval age? You know what, let's just observe them instead. I think it's time for a land grab over here. I know I said we would push through these first, but I think we can colonize this, and just try to get away with that. Is there anything closer though? Yeah, you know what, let's build it on Earth. Let's put it right here, and let's call it Kahlo, after Frida Kahlo. Kinship, let's get that, because that distance from capital affects attraction thing can be really annoying sometimes. Actually, I almost thought of sending some ships to colonize this world here, Enkef 3, but it's so far away, I don't think I really feel like it. I mean, we have to concentrate on this region and then destroying the Republican Rashenthi states. The thing with the Tumbatur state, super powerful, right? We can see that they have a lot of stuff, but they also happen to, we seem to have gotten on par with their technology, even though we were behind there for a while. Wow, I upgraded my ships there, and we went from like 4,000 to 6,300, which is quite impressive. So now I'm going to send them to battle against these crystalline entities that we need to get rid of. And so begins the battle. Look at that. That is nice. See, I really, really wish I could actually be listening to the music, because the way I record, right, I've already said this a million times, but I can't actually listen to the music, so I wish that was possible, because the music in this game is just amazing. Star charts for star charts. Okay. I'll accept this. Also, the leader changed. He used to be a human, but we're back to the birds. Some people are advocating closed borders and non-interference. Well, good luck, because I'm gonna interfere a bunch. Diego Rivera. That's a good name. Oh god. My voice. I was gonna name it this other planet right here in Nixondel, because it's a little bit bigger, but you know, whatever. We can always find names for everything. Oh my god, an asteroid.
Situation log
We should hurry up and destroy that. I don't think we'll arrive on time though. Oh my god. We might not make it. I mean, it's very close. I think we're gonna lose this planet, unfortunately. Oh my god. This is a matter of like literally we're gonna arrive a few days too late. Damn it. Oh, damn it. The planet's gonna disappear. It's gonna be unlivable or something. Oh wait, what? Just one crater? Wow. That wasn't actually that bad. Rousseau. I know this one takes 93 months, but it's pretty good and it's rare. Lookouts. I've never seen these things. Maybe they're the ones protecting the Leviathan there. I don't know. I have no idea what happened here, but it seems like a primarily Earth region here, or a continental planet, and its moon, that's an ocean world, seems to have declared independence, but without going to war. I'm very confused. Maybe they were at war and they were forced to give it out? I don't know. Oh, they have surrendered, which means their fleet power is pathetic right now. So I feel bad about them. Oh, just one thing. The whole uplifting. It says here, technological enlightenment. They'll turn into a spacefaring civilization that is our protectorate. The thing is, we are a protectorate of the Tumbator state. So, I double-checked this, and they become a protectorate of the Tumbator state and not of us, which is just stupid, but, you know, whatever. So we're gonna have to wait until we can declare independence before we can uplift those species. Which, to be honest, is very unfortunate, because we have a tomb world right here that would be nice to colonize. Now, I have no idea what these lookouts are, but let's go ahead and destroy them. This is quite fun. I like Stellaris. I really like Stellaris, right? I've never really gotten to the end game, to be honest, but here's the thing. It gets a little bit laggy, so I can already feel it. It slows down a little bit too much for my liking. Oh wow, just look at the amount of lasers there. Poor lookouts. Oh my god, sectors are actually stupid. I know I'm taxing them quite a bit, but actually I don't think I'm taxing the colo system as much. Oh, you should be taxed more. I'm gonna give you some resources though. And you're not being taxed at all, so what are you complaining about? Marauder missiles or impulse thruster? I think we're gonna go with the missiles. Not that we actually use them in any models. You know what? Let's go for the thrusters. It's always like this, right? When I'm choosing a technology and I'm talking about it, I always go for the one that I say we shouldn't go for. You know, next time we should play hyperlanes. I know I sort of hate them, but it's just sometimes, you know, it forces you to focus a lot on the military side of things early on, which I don't like to do. And as you see, it was a big issue. And why do we have wormhole stations right here? Who built this? Can I destroy them? Oh, right, it's you. Ew. There we go, we're finally making a lot of energy, of course, because our fleet is in orbit around a station. And so we're just going to build a lot more battleships and more corvettes, and things should be ready to go. Some people might complain we're militarists, and in 100 years we've only been in 2 wars. That's true, but then again, I didn't really prepare very well, so the next one is going to be a total victory, right? After all, our relative power right here is actually equivalent right now. So it's just a matter of time. I want to be superior before we actually attack. I wouldn't want to lose a war. That would be devastating. Oh man, we have 3 factions here. One's pretty big that dislikes us, so I'm gonna make them really hate us, but xenophobe ethics attraction minus 50% is probably a good idea. These guys want synths, so we should probably actually get robots as soon as possible. I don't know, I've been putting it away. We are materialist after all, so it shouldn't be a problem. Leader lifespan plus 20%. Again, I don't really think that goes together with our ideas, but whatever. Let's unlock that. The next one's 137 months. That's a little bit slow. We should start building more monuments here and there. Greetings, human. We are freedom fighters, former slaves from the Tendra Zun Pious Confederacy, where we suffered much abuse under the oppression of revered elder Mishgril. We have long admired your egalitarian standards, the human way, as we would refer it back to home, and we share your values. We have selected and wish to be a part of your nation, if you will have us. Wait, what? Oh, a planet has declared independence, I see. Alright, minerals minus 25, pacifist ethics attraction. It's not really what I want, but capital world, whatever. You're all unemployed and suffering, and this is a tundra terrain. Do you prefer tundra? This is interesting. You know what? Yeah, let's add you to the empire. Or to the Soviets, sorry, we're not an empire. Lovely. Oh my god, a Gaia planet. This is it. We could use this as a staging... Oh, why do you have a fleet here? That's interesting. Oh, that wouldn't work. Planet inside another empire's borders, but it is my border technically as well. So that's unfortunate. Let's see... Yeah, no, it wouldn't work. God damn it, it happened. They expanded and blocked us here. But that's fine, actually. Since I don't think they're colonizing anything. They're probably just they've just probably sent out an outpost. They're still superior though. Now I know Wilhelm Pieck is part of the Stalinist era, but we're gonna pretend like he was the leader. Actually, I don't remember the leaders that we installed in the Hearts of Iron series, right? But yeah, let's just call it this. Rhodesia, I guess. In Hearts of Iron 4, I think it was still... They actually changed it to Zimbabwe, but whatever. I hope no one gets offended. I mean, this entire series might be offensive to a lot of people, but... whatever. Let's just keep going. Also, we're role-playing just so everyone knows, you know. That should be pretty clear. Now, this is what I call a deal. These guys have superior technology to us, which is terrible, right? We shouldn't be in that situation, but I'll give them some lethargic gas, some energy weapon damage, and a little bit of energy instantaneously, and they will be happy with it. Quantum destabilizer, that sounds very interesting, although it also sounds dangerous. It doesn't say dangerous though, because normally that's the red tech. Even though Warp 3 is actually a dangerous tech and it doesn't normally show up as dangerous, should we go for terraforming? Terraforming is interesting. Naval capacity plus 10. Trait picks. Ooh, this is actually... Or trait gene tailoring, but then that requires research. I mean, extra habitability. Habitability or adaptability as a trait. That's what we should go for. Humans actually are super adaptable, so... it's unfortunate that I didn't go for that. That should always be a thing, you know, when you go with humans. But let's go with the terraforming tech. Look, as much as I like Chatlib, they have a problem with resources. I keep having to fund them, and we can't really do much about it. So I'm actually gonna cede this system back to our old friends over here. They are unfriendly to us nowadays, but this might help us out a little bit. What is this? Interesting. You declared independence from them, I guess. Alright. Let's just name everything after philosophers as well. Do I want to make you stronger? No. Okay, so we can terraform. I've never actually terraformed the planet, but I think they changed the mechanics a bit, so it's a little bit easier. Basically, I think we have to find a planet we want, build these giant things, but we have to have the resources to do it as well. We have terraforming gases and terraforming liquids, which I think is enough. Now, biolabs, cheaper war demands, Xenos. I guess we'll go for the cheaper one so we can unlock other things. Okay, here we can get a sort of estimate of the size of the enemy. Oh my god. You know, I think they've been terraforming like literally everything and built very tall. I didn't know terraforming was so good. Maybe we should have done that. So here's the thing. Yeah, planets have to be terraforming candidates, and I don't think I have found any other planet which is a candidate for terraforming. I mean, this one's colonizable. Oh, it has to be a barren world, I see. Okay, let's start with Mars. We click terraform and oh my god, okay. We have to have climate restoration and we need 5,000 energy. That's quite a lot. You know what? It's time to give these guys focuses. I mean, these guys, how are you going negative? And I had at zero, like I had zero taxing. I don't understand, but let's put them on research focus. I guess Lenin can be mineral, sure. Let's go for industrial focus, and you can also go. Oh, Palm can be a research focus as well, and you. Callow can be an energy region, I think. Financial, there we go. Oh my god. Okay, so I built this colony ship because these guys are highly adaptable, or extremely adaptive, and apparently I can't move because it's not because of the Commerce Guild, but because of these guys, right? It's so stupid when planets overlap. This is so stupid, but yeah. Alright, let's disband them. Terraforming gases for 10 years to you. I mean, you are ruthless capitalists, but you declared independence from the people we hate, so I might actually help you. Okay, so here's one star fleet that's 12,000. They have another at home, and that's about 10,000. Which makes, yeah, that's about it. So they have like 20,000. I think we can surpass them if we just commit to it. I should really have declined to accept this planet. I mean, it's so stupid. Like, I can't actually give it away. I don't understand. Just because we have overlapping borders with another civilization, it's just so stupid. So stupid. Oh my god, the Tumbator state has vassalized the Eastern Alliance. God damn it. I have to say that the utopian, the fact that all our citizens live in utopian luxury definitely cuts down our income, but yeah, I don't mind, you know, it's fine. After intense study of our recovered Ute artifacts, scientists on Earth have managed to deduce the exact galactic coordinates of Uton, the home system of the ancient Ute civilization. Exclamation point. We should launch an expedition to the system before someone else beats us to it.
Situation log updated.
Where the hell is that? Track on map. Oh, over here. Oh. Suddenly a star system just appeared. Wow. Finally, the robot reappears. This is very important for us, actually. And what about this warp drive 3? So it doesn't say it's dangerous, but I know for a fact that this thing is dangerous. However, the question is if we shouldn't research it. Although, survey speed. This is not about survey speed though, but the subspace sensors are actually pretty good. Looks like the shore sector does not know how to manage itself, so let's go back to balance and hope that they rebalance the credits here. The Tumbator state is gigantic, not mostly because of us. They grew up pretty powerful. I think they were one of the states with an advanced start. But what really annoys me is just how we did, like, I think the UI in Stellaris is still kind of shitty. There's like no way to know. Like I had no idea that by becoming a tributary state, I would become a vassal that has to declare independence. You know, for E4, it's a very different system. But yeah, maybe that should be fixed. Paradox, god damn it! Lost to bureaucracy due to a major clerical error. Parts of PIAC has fallen behind in infrastructure maintenance, etc., etc. We can invest 100 influence and 500 energy and gain 1,000 unity. I mean, 1,000 unity is amazing. So, of course, we're gonna do that. So it's not just a terraforming tech. It seems like you need a bunch of different techs. Like atmospheric manipulation probably gives me access to the thing that says here, modifier or climate restoration, right? Hopefully, I'm hoping that's the idea there. All right, so we have genetic tailoring now. So I'm gonna put this on Alpine preference, right? I think because we need to get the cold planets, and we're gonna make the people in Medlem want to have them. They'll be unhappy with where they live, probably, but we have to do this. Hopefully it works. I hope they don't die. How does that work, actually? It's gonna be rather interesting. But it only costs us 2,000 society research, so it's fine. I'm not gonna add any traits because that is not necessary unless we want maybe no. We can do that later. So let's click modify. We're gonna do this, and only 9 months research. The Financial Regulation Initiative. This I have never seen. What do you want? You like... Where is it? There you are. Solid liquidity, keeping at least 3,000 stored at all times. Interesting. Controlling at least 1 strategic resource. 5 strategic resources. 10 strategic resources. I mean, that could be possible, but unlikely. Traditional prosperity. Adopting any traditions emphasizing prosperity will please them, and then keep the peace. Alright, well, you won't like it when I go to war. And here we can actually see our pops. 7% are xenophobe. We don't like that. And xenophile, like these two, we don't really like. Pacifism. Like, where did we get that from? We're supposed to be militarists, so that's why people are being all annoying. And 20% materialists. Interesting. We have confirmed that the Uton Majoris was the original homeworld of the Ute. The planet suffered extensive orbital bombardment roughly 4 million years ago. Twisted metal skeletons are all that remains. We can piece together. Reach a consensus. The Jabeni had to be eradicated before they grew too powerful. A massive surprise attack was launched, which was beaten back at great cost for both sides. Despite their young age, the Jabardini were already experimenting with technologies the Ute had never considered, and eventually they gained the upper hand. After less than a decade of warfare, the 2-million-year-old Ute Empire was utterly destroyed. 9,000... Oh my god. Why didn't I do this before? Holy shit. A fire rate plus 15%, and only 47 months to the next one. I mean, that was super powerful there. And had no idea. Let's build our first robot pop, mostly because on Earth, then we can start colonizing a bunch of stuff with robots, which is always nice. And since we're materialist, I don't think we should have too much of an issue with robots, actually. Hopefully we won't have to, you know, fight a massive civil war that will bring down the United Galactic Soviets just because we have robots working for us. Alright, so these people hate where they live, mostly because they obviously don't exactly fit into this environment. But yeah, we're gonna start colonizing as soon as we can this Arctic world and other places where they can live, and then we won't have to worry too much. There is a chance of unrest, but we should be fine. Alright, let's plop them down right here. I think this will be perfect, although we need lots of science. Yeah, actually let's put them right here. And what shall we call this? Let's call this Siberia. Just Siberia. I know it's not exactly after a person, but we have a few planets that are actually named after regions on Earth, so this should be okay. We're also gonna do some propaganda broadcasts on the planet, just so we can raise their happiness by a little bit. Governing ethics attraction? Oh yes. There's this really huge alpine world right here. I'm gonna name it Gabster just because. You know, actually our first leader was named Gabster, so I don't think it would be that bad. A group of investigators have found a hidden factory on Rhodesia. The architecture and the deterioration on it tells of an old civilization that excelled at constructing things that stood the test of time. Our population would easily be able to use the facility to add to the colony's production output. Oh, I forgot to click there. I forgot where I made Rhodesia. Sorry, here. Right, okay. And where is that factory? I don't see it. See, also this is really annoying, right? Sectors don't seem to clear the tiles properly. Jesus Christ, it annoys me so much. Droids. Okay, let's do that. Oh my god, you stupid... They have a defense pact with the Tumbator state, which means we can't declare war against them unless we declare a war against the Tumbator state. And the Tumbator state... obviously if we declare war on them, they would be like, bringing just everybody, like, look at that. Okay, so themselves, their vassal, the Republican Rashedi states, these guys, and the Tendrazun Pious Confederacy. So, oh my god, are we screwed? See, this is sort of like, I think the ship design is a little bit too much micromanagement for my taste, but sometimes it's just really annoying. We just went from having a 19,000 fleet to a 17,000 because somehow they thought that what was it they added? What is it that they changed that isn't common? Maybe it's the battleships. Oh, they added swarm missiles. We probably had something else there. So yeah, that's retarded. We're gonna name our first Trotsky planet. It's an alpine world. Over here, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be wonderful. Ooh, a new civilization encountered. They are in the Bronze Age, and this is a continental planet. Am I correct? Yes. All right. Maybe we should just build a station, though. Oh no, it's in enemy territory. All right, let's go for the next power type in our ships. I think that's necessary if we're gonna have a big, nice fleet. 17.5. I imagine they have another 10,000 somewhere. I mean, we're okay, I think. Would we win a war against them? Absolutely not. But at least we have a proper fleet. Trade negotiations with some ruthless capitalists. Sure. We could potentially expand in this region here, but I don't know if the borders would be close enough. Looks iffy to me. Wow, we're actually more powerful than the Tendrazun Pious Confederacy. I mean, we're obviously more powerful than these guys. These guys, what about you? Equivalent. We're not doing that bad. I mean, it's just the fact that the Tumbator state is just seems to have terraformed everything. I don't know with what kind of energy, but they literally terraformed everything here, right? And have conquered everything. And they're receiving a bunch of money from us and their vassals and stuff. Apart from that, we're pretty okay. There's a whole reach of the galaxy here, which we have explored, but doesn't seem to have anything. So there's a danger that these guys are gonna, you know, become more powerful. For example, they have a superior fleet, they have superior technology and a superior fleet. But I think that we've at least brought ourselves up from misery, you know, from having no fleet and being cornered in. At least we have something going on here, and a pretty strong economy over here. I mean, if we look at just pop size, we're almost at the top. The Tumbators have quite a bit, and it's funny that this is a humanoid, but we should actually be a mammalian, technically, right? If we're gonna be that sort of person. These guys have lots of pops, and the Kratros have a bit. And then we have these guys as well. We have a bunch of pops that are included in our empire. I don't know that if they have that many actually, so we'll see. Anyway, I've been talking forever. It's 23:21, so we've played for 30 years. And that will be the place where I leave you for the next episode. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully, this defensive pact breaks down in time. I think defensive pacts last 10 years, or I don't know. We'll see. We could attack someone else. We could expand over here. I mean, we need wars. I was really hoping to destroy them this episode, but then the whole defensive thing came along. But yes, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to go on Patreon if you want systems named after you. There's a tier for that. And follow me on Twitter for instant updates if you want that. Go on Discord to talk to the community, you know. And of course, leave suggestions down below. This has been Game Gabster. Farewell.